Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Daily Cafe Chat. I'm Emily.
And I'm Lisa. Happy Sunday, June 21st.
Sunday mornings are a good time to check the news a little more slowly.
Yes, not rushing, just looking at what people are talking about.
And today's stories all made me think about size in different ways.
Size as in money, crowds, buildings, and rides? Exactly.
Today's key word is scale, spelled S-C-A-L-E. Good word. It sounds simple, but it can mean a lot. Scale means size, level, or how large something feels compared with something else. So today, we are not just asking what happened, we are asking how big does it feel? Right. First, we have a movie weekend where several films are pulling big attention. That is the kind of scale you can see in ticket sales and long lines. Then we go to Spain, where a citywide architecture festival is turning public spaces into temporary installations. Smaller objects, but spread across a whole city. And finally, Six Flags has announced that its new roller coaster, Tormenta Rampaging Run, will open on June 26th. That is the kind of scale you feel in your stomach. So today, scale moves from movie buzz to city streets to a record-chasing coaster. That feels much easier to picture. Before we start, hit subscribe for 3 real stories in one easy English chat every morning. Coffee ready? Let's begin. I'm ready at a reasonable scale. Let's start with the movies. I love A Summer Theater Story. Spielberg's Disclosure Day opened strongly at the box office.
That already sounds like a big screen sentence.
And it helps to know what the movie is about. It is a UFO thriller about a government secret that has been hidden for decades. So not just Spielberg has a new movie, there's a mystery hook. Right. One character can receive alien communication, and another is a whistleblower trying to expose how aliens have been treated. Government secrets, aliens, a whistleblower, and Spielberg. Now the strong opening makes more sense. The film opened in 77 territories, so not a small rollout. It took about $44 million domestically over the 3-day weekend. That is a strong first impression. Its global total after opening weekend was about $92.9 million. Almost $100 million before people have even finished arguing about it online. Exactly. Another box office tracker also listed the film at number 1 for the June 12th to 14th weekend. So the buzz is not just a headline. Right. And the bigger story is the crowded season around it. More than one movie is making noise? Yes. A horror title called Obsession has kept growing and reached $286 million worldwide. Horror fans do not play around. Another viral horror film, Backrooms, was reported at $262 million worldwide. That's a lot of people choosing to be scared in public. And the music biopic Michael passed $932 million globally. Okay, that's massive. This is why scale matters here. Not just one big opening. Right. It's the feeling of a whole movie season getting crowded, loud, and competitive. The lobby, the posters, the popcorn line, everyone checking showtimes. Exactly. Box office numbers are really a map of attention. And this map looks busy. Now, let's shrink the scale, at least at first. I like that warning. Concéntrico 2026 is an architecture and design festival in Logroño, Spain. That name sounds elegant. It runs from June 18th through June 23rd. So it is happening right around now. Wallpaper calls it the world's biggest small architecture festival. That phrase is doing a lot of work. It is. The festival is small by some measures, but it is citywide. Small pieces, big footprint. This year, 32 participants are creating 24 installations.
And these are not just models on a table, right?
Right. They are built at 1-to-1 scale in public sites across the city. So people can actually walk into the idea. Exactly. The official site describes urban interventions, tours, concerts, workshops, sound actions, and collective gatherings. That feels less like an exhibition and more like a city deciding to play. Nice way to put it. The festival's mission is about public space and participation. I like that architecture becomes something you meet during your day. A plaza, a street, or a bridge can suddenly feel different. That's a quiet kind of magic. ArcDaily also described the city as a laboratory for architecture and urban experimentation. A whole city as a lab, that's my kind of science. And this is another kind of scale. Not tall or expensive, but spread through daily life. Exactly. A temporary structure can change how people notice a familiar place. Small architecture, big shift in attention. And now, from walking through a city to dropping from the sky.
I knew my courage would be tested.
Six Flags Over Texas has announced that its new roller coaster, Tormenta Rampaging Run, will open on June 26th.
That name is not trying to sound calm.
No, it is being promoted as a record-chasing giga dive coaster, the kind that pauses high above the ground before a steep drop. I feel like every word there raises my heart rate. The official page says it will stand 309 feet tall. That is taller than my comfort zone. The first drop is 285 feet at a 95-degree angle. 95 degrees sounds like the track has opinions. Before that drop, the train pauses over the edge for 3 seconds. 3 seconds is suddenly a very long time. The ride is also listed at up to 87 miles per hour. I would be screaming in several languages. Six Flags says the coaster carries 6 world record claims. That's a lot of trophies for one ride. Kron confirmed the same core numbers, June 26th, 309 feet, 285-foot drop, and 87 miles per hour. So the scale is very real. It will be the centerpiece attraction in a new themed plaza. That makes sense. A ride like that becomes the thing people point at from far away. Exactly. Even before you ride it, it changes the park's skyline. And after you ride it, it probably changes your voice. Maybe for a few minutes. Or forever, emotionally. The story fits today because scale becomes a physical feeling. Height, speed, pause, drop. That scale you feel in your stomach. Today started with movie crowds and ended with a 309-foot coaster. That is a full Sunday range. We saw scale in 3 different ways: attention, public space, and pure fear. First, Disclosure Day opened strongly, while other films kept breaking records. A crowded movie season has its own energy. Then, Concéntrico showed how small structures can change a whole city walk. Small things can make you look around differently. And Tormenta turned numbers into a thrill ride. I am still thinking about that 3-second pause. So, here's today's question. I'm ready. Which scale would you most want to experience? Good one. Option A, the summer movie box office buzz, popcorn scale. Option B, the citywide architecture festival,
Walking around and noticing things scale.
or option C, the record-chasing coaster.
Screaming scale.
A, B, or C? Tell us your pick in the comments.
I choose B. I like art that sneaks into a normal day.
I might choose A. A lively movie theater still feels special.
C is for braver souls.
And here's the word to take with you.
Scale.
Not just how big something is, Right. Scale is also how big an experience feels when it reaches people. A movie season, a city street, or a roller coaster can all feel huge. If you enjoyed today's chat, hit subscribe. And notice the scale of something around you today. See you tomorrow.